Because you have to add those information into where? In the description. Into the workshop action item, you will give the description here. Just copy and paste. You don't need to write anything there. Okay, just get whatever from them, just copy and paste it, and then just put the start date and the target date. Start date and target date is like the 2 weeks, and then you can put the efforts there. Okay, you can ask the effort from them also, like, okay, how much time it can take. Okay, so they will actually give you the like idea, like it could take 5 hours or 6 hours or 8 hours to done by a like a member. So you can just put the effort there also. Okay, so this is the action items. And also show and tell, you can put the same action items because they were going to give the show and tell on the same topics. Okay, so that means you can do simply just copy and paste it here also, but the user story is different. It's for the show and tell. Okay, then also this one is for the technical test and task, and they are also giving in this week, during these 2 weeks, they are also giving the technical test and task on what? On these topics. Okay, are you getting the point?
Yes.
Yes.
So this is the things you are just doing some copy and paste, and yeah, these are the things. So here you can see under this user story, if I go to the task board, see there Ibrahim Opu is created the show and tell. Workshop activities, see Shukantu created the workshop activities under the show and tell. So this is not the good thing. Workshop activities he is supposed to create under the where? Under the workshop action items. Here he should create about the show and tell, right?
Yes, because it's specific columns and rows are there to
Yep.
put the
So
right.
you can send a message one-on-one, or the good option is to send the message on the group. Why?
Okay.
Because you send the message on the group, so that
Everyone
if
can.
other members are also doing the same mistake, so they will actually get aware of that. Right?
Yes, I understand.
That okay. So like if someone who is doing the same mistake, so that they will get, okay, actually I have to also fix it. Okay, so that's the group communication is the best communication. But yes, if you need to provide personally, or I mean personally feedback or provide something, then you can communicate into the one-on-one. But you can most of the time you can actually use the group, so that you can actually, your communication will be like precise, like everyone will get the update there. Okay, so here you can see, like only under the show and tell, only Ibrahim Oppu, then Veronica and Shukanto created multiple user story. I'm sorry, multiple tasks. Okay, so that means only Ibrahim Oppu and the Veronica only created the show and tell under this user story. So that means other people, they didn't create any what? Any show and tell.
No,
So now the
we see
question.
that because the members, the enlisted member should have be doing the same thing like Sukanto and others did here. And as you mentioned that we have to always see the story, if this user story is show and tell, all the action item has to match this show and tell, not workshop. Workshop goes
Yep.
down here.
Yep. So now you can, okay. So the thing is, like here you can see that only two peoples created this task. So what about the other peoples? Okay, right? So you can actually ask to them in the
And
group.
then we can send the message in groups like other members.
Yes,
take
that
the
I
update
can
here.
see. You can just also take the reference, like
Yes.
take the screenshot, and then okay, I can see only the Oppu and the Veronica is created the show and tell. So like what about the other members? Are you guys creating the show and tell, or giving having any plan to give the show and tell in this week? So then they will actually respond you, right?
Yeah.
So if they don't respond you even, you will take the note. And when you will talk about that? Into the retrospective meeting.
Yes.
Right? In the retrospective meeting, you will again open this board and you will see that, okay, Ibrahim Opu and Veronica is still there. No, nothing about, no one didn't update any update here, did any update here. So you can actually ask them, okay, here is the board, here is the message, but still you guys didn't any put any response there. Even you didn't update anything here. So then why?
Yes, Pranto, let me double check one thing. The retro
Yes.
meeting is usually end of the sprint around,
End of the 2 weeks. Yep. End of the sprint.
like, do you do exactly on the end date or you have 2, 3 days before the end of the sprint?
No,
I,
what do we do actually? We actually like let's say this is the July 1st to July 14th. Okay. So July
yeah,
1st, let's say we have an workshop. Okay.
yeah, yes,
So this is the first workshop. Sorry, like July 1st. Okay. So July 1st is happens July 13th. July 4th we have a workshop, and July 14th we have another workshop. So in
yes.
the July 14th, whatever the workshop we have, in that workshop actually we do the retrospective meeting.
Okay, I
So
understand.
in the workshop, we actually do the retrospective meeting, okay? So that you guys can actually join the workshop and take the 15 to 20 minutes or 13 minutes to actually continue the retro meeting at the beginning of the workshop. Then you are done, you can leave, then the mentors will actually continue with their agenda.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Amrita, are you good? Do you have any question?
No, no, I'm good actually.
Okay, so yep, then so this is the activities of yourself into the sprint board. And also, as I said, you guys have to actually track, and then you have to actually whenever you will talk to someone, whenever you will try to give the feedback to someone, always give the feedback with the reference. Okay, with the proper data. Without data, if you give any like any feedback or anything, they may give you something else, like you are wrong, or like they will
Yeah,
give
you're
you
They
right.
can
something
get
different.
offended actually,
Yeah, you will
so
get
And
the offended. So that's
Mhm.
why you'll have always the reference. You will always have the board. You will just take the screenshot, or you will actually give them the reference that I checked your board, I checked the current spin board, and saw there nothing. So whatever
Mhm.
you do, whatever, if you completed all the workshop action items, I don't care if you don't have any task into the board. This is what happens in your project. If any member complete all the task, okay, your product owner will not give any care, damn care, because you don't have any activities, or you don't have any task of that into your board.
like
So
the task you just showed couple of minutes ago, when you click it, those areas are not filled out, right?
yep.
Okay.
No, under user story, PO, they will assign the user story, right? You can see on the left side. And our other group like QA, V or other group, they are going to add task and under the user story. And once it is resolved, they will move that task to resolved. And once it is closed, they will move that to the closed section. So
Yep.
our responsibility is to clear up, to ask them to fulfill all the requirement for to
Mhm.
complete the task and move it to the close, so our board will be clean, right?
Yep. And this is your daily activities. You will check the board every day so that you can track the work easily. Okay. Like you'll check their task, like someone who have put their target date, but in during the target date, their work or their task is still into the active, right?
Mhm.
So that
Yes.
you then ask the question, like, okay, I saw your target date is already over yesterday, but still it is on the active. So is it done, or you need more time? Okay.
Sure. Mhm.
So if it is or if you are not able to done, what's the roadblock? Okay. They may need a meeting with their other team members, or they may need a meeting with the mentor assistant. they may need a support, something they may need, right? So
Mhm.
for that, you can just get that idea, and then you can also communicate with the, or you can suggest